Hey, what's up, guys? It's Jay. Bring guys back another video. And today, I just wanted to talk about be careful what you ask for when it comes to the body game. Now, I know there's a few videos where people have mentioned the dark side of the body game and have mentioned, certain precautions when it comes to practicing this. I want to talk about the deeper aspects and also the aura that you give off that may affect people in a way that hasn't happened before. And I've mentioned this previously on the my past videos. And when you practice the body game and you practice it in its full effect and you start taking care of your body as it is and start really treating it like the temple and a machine that it is, you will get that attention. But also be careful what you ask for. Especially us being black and us being black men, and not to get too deep, but the black race is often overly sexualized, and we are put in these spaces and put in these boxes where, especially as a black man and a black fit man, I'm pretty sure people can agree watching this video, leave it down in the comments. And also you can view it in popular media. Michael B. Jordan just got voted the sexiest man alive, and the running backs and the football players and the NFL players, and NBA players that are sought after are usually in good shape. And there's also nothing wrong with having a good image and working on your body and attracting women. Be careful what you ask for, though, especially if you're like me and you like to work on your body, and of course you like to look good, you like to take care of yourself. It's just simply a byproduct of self-care and self-love. But if you also like to read and you are a little bit more spiritual and you are a little bit more well-read, it can be a bit of a challenge trying to balance the two, because you will get the attention on your body, but that also brings a lot of unwanted attention and a lot of attention where it can be misguided and it can be misdirected from your actual thoughts and your actual, your character and yourself and your personality. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, you might get the attention from the girls, but that don't mean that you're gonna get quality ones. Like, they might look good, but they probably can't talk about shit, and they probably don't have any real goals or any real interests. You know what I mean? Like, of course, as men, like, we always want to be sought after. Everybody want to be select. We already know this. If you're a man in 2023 and you haven't seen any select videos pop up on your feed, well, you must be one of one. You must be one of a fucking billion, because it's out there. You know what I mean? We see it every fucking day with the men and women issues. But be careful what you ask for, because I know even back then I asked for the attention, and I kind of wanted the attention when it came to my physique and it came to my face. But then you do get that attention, and you, like I said, you attract also a lot of unwanted attention. You know what I mean? And even if these women may look good and these women may look like so and so, they can't hold a conversation. They can't really talk. They don't have anything going for themselves. Very low vibrational shit. You know what I mean? So, and just to, bring up a quick little example, just like D'Angelo, the musician. And, he's a pretty free spirit. He's a free thinker. He's pretty conscious. And everybody knows the fucking Untitled video. Well, especially if you're black, well, a lot of y'all mamas and aunties know the video. You know what I mean? Where he was spinning around and he was naked and showing his body and he was singing. And it got to the point where, his body and his sexual image often overshadowed his actual artistic talent and his mind. You know what I mean? And you can look it up and look up, certain documentaries, and you can look it up and look at the effect that it negatively had on him. It became so bad where, he pretty much didn't want the spotlight anymore, where his body had pretty much had overshadowed his artistic talent and his mind, because every show they wanted him to take off his shirt. It almost like he wasn't being heard. You know what I mean? And of course, it isn't a problem. You know what I mean? And, you have to be thankful. You have to be grateful for the attention, because a lot of people aren't getting it, But at the same time, you also have to remember that if you're not on some low vibrational shit all the time and you actually can fucking think and you have a conscious mind, just be careful of that attention that you do attract, because like I said, you attract a lot of fucking people that ain't on shit. You know what I mean? That's not really trying to do anything. And they'll say you have a nice body and this and that. And of course, you know, don't act like an asshole. And I'm not sitting up here saying that it always has to be that deep. You know, sometimes, you know, have your fun, you know what I mean? But just be careful, you know what I'm saying? Especially as a man, especially to my black men, I'm sorry. You know, like, you have to be very fucking careful. It's a lot of low vibrational shit going around. It's a lot of sexualization going around. And like I said, and I'll be a hypocrite if I didn't sit up here and say, like, I didn't like to take care of myself and I didn't like to do this and that. Like, I love to take care of myself. You know what I mean? I love to make sure I look good. But at the same time, you have to understand that you will get what you ask for. You will get that attention. And some of that attention that you get, you may not like, you know? Or some of that attention that you get is probably going to be misguided, you know? Like I said, they can comment on your body all day, but eventually it's going to come to a point where, you know, you're going to want to have real topics. And not to say that you can't have that with anybody, but just know that you're going to get the topic. Just know that you have to get used to the comments about your body and or your face first, you know? And yeah, you just have to be very careful of that, you know? Like, you just gotta watch yourself. And of course, like, you know, people hating, you know, and true colors start coming out and people auras and energies just be fucking weird. You know what I mean? Because people can't handle that. Especially if you knew you didn't look like that before and now you look like that and you just made a complete change and you just made a complete change from what you used to be and you never used to look like that, then of course, you know, that intimidates people because you are one of a fucking billion on this planet who actually decided to make a change in their lives. So, you know, you can't listen to people, you know, can't be around people. Can't be around certain people, especially when you practice this body game, because it's going to expose all the fake shit. But it's Jay. I'm out. Y'all stay woke and don't be sleep. Peace.